Hey guys, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, hi, my name is Amanda Rose, and in today's video I'm just going to be playing with a whole bunch of random makeup that I had purchased, that I had gotten in my GLOSSYBOX, Ipsy, PR, but literally it's going to be so random. Some of it is going to be like newer stuff and some of it is not. But before we do get started, please subscribe to my channel for beauty and lifestyle. Also, don't forget to click the post notification bell just to be notified when my videos do go live. And without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it. Like I said, I do have a whole bunch of other stuff here that I will be trying, stuff that I've had for a while that I have not tried yet. I'm going to start with my base like I always do. The first product that I have here is by GLOSSYBOX. This is the Hydrating Mist. It tones, primes, and refreshes. So I'm going to use it to refresh my face right now because my face feels very dry right now. Very simple packaging. Ooh, oh my gosh. Okay, so the mister on this is very, very similar to the Benefit Professional Setting Spray. The mister is very, very fine on this, and this smells so good. I don't know what the smell is, but this is probably like a close second to the Morphe setting spray. I got this in my GLOSSYBOX. This is by Figs and Rouge Satin Soft Blurring Primer and Finishing Fix. Silicone free, it blurs imperfections and banishes shine. I'm just gonna apply it to the center of my face. The primer's consistency is really runny. It kind of feels like the Glow Recipe Watermelon Niacinamide Dewdrops. That's what it feels like. So I'm gonna go ahead and apply it in this area here. It has a slight scent to it. I need something in place of my Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless filter, and this one I don't know if I've used it. I may have used it in another video, but I can't really remember. This is the Revlon Rose Glow Hydrating and Illuminating Primer. It says rose quartz here. It does have a dropper. The packaging is super cute. It is plastic. It's a very thick consistency. So this primer, I can already feel it like tightening. This smells like rose. So I'm just gonna go ahead and put this everywhere, not in the area where I added the other primer. Okay, so just looking at this primer, it didn't really do anything. It just kind of feels like I moisturized my face. I'm not going to put on anymore though because I'm not going to risk it. The next thing I'm going to put on is the Patrick Ta Major Glow Softening Lip Mask. I've used this a couple times now and I actually really do enjoy it. So this consistency is very thick. It's not stringy. It's very balmy. It literally reminds me exactly of Vaseline or any type of petroleum jelly. It's very matte actually, but this stuff does smell really good. I don't have anything new for brows, so I'm gonna go ahead and put my brows on and I will be back to try on some eyeshadow because I'm afraid of the fallout. So I'll be back in just a second. I already have eye primer on, so I'm gonna go in with the Huda Beauty Purple Haze eyeshadow palette. I know that this has been out for a year. Okay, like I had to look it up to see like how relevant it was. So it's not really relevant, but I did get it in my Ipsy and I do want to try it out. I love her packaging on this, and when I had swatched it, I was like, oh my god, I need to try this out. The first shade I'm going to go in with is this brown shade. I'm just going to apply this up here. Okay, first of all, the shade's really pretty. It is more of like a reddish brown shade because I don't have a lot of browns that have like this reddish undertone to it. The next shade I'm going to go in with is this peach shade. I'm just gonna go over top very, very lightly. I know how her pastels are, so I'm like, okay, like let's not ruin the look. Okay, so this one is very much just a peach shade. It's not a pastel, so I don't have to worry about it being too pigmented. I just wanted to use this color to blend out the brown, which I don't typically do this type of technique, but I do want to try it out. I'm gonna get into this purple shade here. I'm also using a brush that I haven't used in forever. Okay. God, please turn out well. Okay, not bad. I'm just using this to place the color down. The matte shades in here work best just like the rose quartz one that I did. It works best if you pack on the matte shades, because right now the only way that I can get pigment with the purple matte shade is by pressing it in. Blending it out, it's not bad, but the color does go away. I really think that her bread and her butter is definitely in her metallics and her shimmers. I don't know if you can see, but with me trying to blend out like all of this here. And it happened with the rose quartz one. When I went to blend out the mattes, there was still a line here and it took me forever to blend it out. Like it wasn't really effortless. I had to try really hard to blend it out. But like I said, her shimmers and metallics are amazing. So I can't wait to see what these look like. So I'm just grabbing a brush. There's a lot of fallout on both sides. So I am going to take this off. Comes off easily. I'm just gonna go in with my finger, and the first shade I'm gonna go in with is this one. What? Why is that not showing up? It's all over my finger, but it will not go onto the lid. So I'm gonna grab some color and use my Morphe setting spray, see if that works. Okay, it's not bad, but it's not like, it's not really going anywhere. It's good, but it's sticking in one spot. I guess I have to go down. Okay, there we go. I just have to go down. Okay, so I'm gonna go in with the lighter shade and I'm gonna go on the inner corner. Okay, that's pretty. Again, I'm gonna go in with my brush and some setting spray. Very, very pretty. This one has a lot of fallout. It is very crumbly, but that comes with some of her formulas. So I'm gonna go ahead and blend these two together. I like the Eyeko one because of the tip. The tip is more of like a brush tip. It's not a felt tip. Felt tip is not very good for my aging eyes. I'm not gonna do a wing or anything. This is just for when I put lashes on. Okay, so this is quite nice. It's not as pigmented as I thought it would be. It going over the metallics and the shimmers, it's mixing with it, but I'm sure if I were to use this by itself or with a matte eyeshadow, it'd be fine. The next product I'm gonna go in with is lashes. I got this in PR. This is by Kiss Cosmetics, or this is the Kiss Lash Couture Matte Black, and it is in their Faux Mink collection. Oh my gosh, these are huge. They're long too. I may have to trim them. Ooh, those are big. Those are nice. Okay, Kiss. Okay, so those are fairly easy to apply. These are really cute. They're kind of up there with the Lily lashes that I got. I'm gonna go ahead and go in with something that I've already tried, but it is a different shade. It's a shade that actually matches me. So the one that I'm gonna go in with is the Dior Airflash. This is in the shade 321. So the one that I have right now is 311. So this one is a little lighter. Yeah, this shade is so much better. It's not as dark. You can see that it matches more right here. This smells so good too, and it blends out so well. Like this is like one of those foundations that you don't need to mix with any other foundation. It's like a luminous, natural type finish, and I love that. You can still see your skin peeking through, but it covers up the redness, so it's not gonna be like that super, super full coverage look. I personally don't like that, and it is very, very lightweight. I would definitely say that this foundation is 100% worth it. Now we're gonna get into concealer. I'm gonna put on this concealer that I always wear. Now not this concealer, but the next concealer that I will be trying with you guys, I did try in my Ipsy, but I want to see how it works in the order that I typically do my concealer, because last time it was kind of like all over the place. So I want to see how this does with my most favorite foundation and concealer. So we will see here in a second. There is the Nude Sticks concealer, and now we're going to go in with the Huda Beauty, the Overachiever concealer. I had mentioned before it was way too bright for me, but it's so full coverage that it kind of got rid of my under eye circles, which normally with a brighter shade like this, that does not happen. It accentuates it even more. So I'm going to go ahead and go in with this just a tiny, tiny bit. I mean, that is crazy, like how much it brightens it up, but like you can't see my under eye circles in the mirror right now. I don't know what it looks like in the monitor or on camera, but this looks like this, it blows my mind. This concealer is gorgeous. I don't know how and why I have not tried it yet. As with everything, I feel like that I do. I'm just gonna go in with a bronzer that I haven't used in a while, and then I'm gonna go in with the bronzer that I do use a lot of. I haven't used the Fenty cream bronzer in a while, so I'm gonna go ahead and go in with this and a brush. Very, very lightly. I don't want to mess anything up. God, I forgot how pretty this is. Like, I don't even really need a bronzer to go over it, but I'm still gonna set it with some bronzer. I always thought that this bronzer was like super orange, but brought my face back to life. I'm gonna go in with my KYLIE bronzer like I do all the time. Oh, I can't get enough of this stuff. This is just to kind of set a little bit of the bronzer because I don't want it moving around. During the summertime, I like using creams because it looks more natural, and I don't typically put something over it, but I want this to last, and I will be filming another video maybe maybe 2 videos after this. Don't forget the neck lady. I'm just too heavy-handed, you know? I want to be tan year round, but I'm also afraid of self-tanners. And I do not want to go into a tanning bed because I don't want skin cancer, you know? Just make do with a shit ton of bronzer. I'm gonna go in with the Milani blush in Cheek Kiss. This is a cream blush. I'm just gonna add a little bit here. I think that this would look really pretty with the purple. Just go ahead and go in and swirl. I try not to put it at the apples of my cheek because I don't need fullness in that area. This is such a pretty shade. Like in pan, it just looks like a really simple muted coral shade, but when you put it on top of your cheeks, look at how gorgeous that is. I'm trying to figure out if I want to go in with this blush. You know what, let's do it. Why not? I'm gonna go in with my OFRA Sitting Pretty palette, and I'm gonna go in with Peachy Paradise. It is a very pigmented blush. Again, this is from my Ipsy. To set a little bit, I'm gonna go just a tiny bit over it and up to lift up my face. It's a very pretty palette. I love the blush shades. I'm actually really loving this look. Like, not so much the eye look, but like everything else is really pretty. The complexion is like spot on for me. This is the NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop mattifying powder. I got it in Fair. Just gonna add a little bit under the eye, just a tiny bit. I don't like to use a lot because again, my under eyes are very dry now. Now I'll add a little bit up here. First impressions. This is nice, and my under eye area does not feel dry at all. I mean, I did just go tap, and then I went in, but it doesn't feel dry under my under eyes. And typically that happens with a lot of powders that I do use. There's a select few that don't do that, but this one didn't do that. That is a plus. Before we get into anything else, I'm gonna go ahead and finish off my lower lash line, and I'll be back to finish out the products. Now I'm gonna go ahead and get into highlighter. The highlighter I'm gonna use, or the first one I'm gonna use, is by Masque. This is the Beyond Liquid Highlighter, and oh my god, I've been like eyeing it on Look Fantastic. So I'm just gonna go ahead and apply this to the back of my hand. Put this on the back of my hand, and I'm gonna apply it just right here, just a tiny bit. As you can tell, I'm a little worried. Okay, that's really pretty. Okay, I'm just gonna tap this out just a little bit. Yeah, that is gorgeous. Look at that sheen. I'll go ahead and do the same thing on this side. I'm gonna go in with my finger and go in at the tip of my nose. I don't know what it is about this look, but I'm like really feeling this look now. Like the eye look I was not feeling earlier, but it does look really nice. I think it's just the complexion that's working for me. I think I might like putting on that highlighter better with my fingers. I'm gonna go in with a second highlighter. This one I did get from Octoly. I just received it yesterday, or maybe 2 days ago. This is the Catrice More Than Glow highlighter in Beyond Golden Glow. I do have a Catrice highlighter that I got a long time ago, but it was really hard when swatching it. Now this one's a little bit more gold. By touch, by swatching it, it's really soft. And that is what that looks like. It is very pretty. Now this is way better. Okay, so that darkened it up a little bit, but this is really pretty. Yeah, that amplifies it. Do you see that gold? It warms it up just a hair. That is gorgeous. I do have another Milani lip liner, but I haven't used this one yet. This one is the shade Nude Entrance. So I'm gonna try this first. So this one is very much like Max Spice with a hint of pink. I'm gonna go in with 2 lip shades. This is the NYX Lip Lingerie in the shade Cabaret Show. Oh, it matches this. It actually matches the eye look. And then the shade that I'm gonna go into the center with in Baby Doll. I'm gonna go in the center. It is a lot lighter. I wanted something to kind of like make my lips pop a little bit more. I was not expecting this lip shade to be as pretty as I thought. This is the Milani Understatement Lip Liner in Rich Cocoa. So other than the Juvia's Place one that I use, this one I use like a lot, just to add a little, just tiny bit of depth on the outside and up top. With something like this, you have to make sure to blend it out. I'm gonna use just a brush that I have lying around, and I am going to blend this out just a tiny bit. Since I don't like to stay with matte shades, I'm gonna go over top with a lip gloss. I'm gonna go in with a KYLIE lip gloss in So Cute. I need a little bit of hydration because the NYX lip lingeries can get quite drying. This is literally like the best lip gloss color I've ever used in my life to put as a topper. It transforms like every lipstick shade that I have. I will go back in with the GLOSSYBOX Skincare Hydrating Mist. So remember, this tones, primes, and refreshes. So think of like a refresher, think of all of these setting sprays that you have. It's not a fixing spray, but it is a setting spray to kind of mesh everything together. So I'm gonna go ahead and use this. God, this stuff smells so good. It smells like an expensive fragrance. I just don't know which one. I don't know if it's like a Jo Malone scent. All right, guys, so we are done. This is the finished look here. I am pretty impressed with a lot of the products that I did try. I'm really, really loving this look right now. There are a lot of things that I do love about this, like literally everything. I will say that majority of the products that I did try, I absolutely loved. Like literally loved, from the base makeup to the blushes to the highlighters. Everything just blended so well together. These lashes, I cannot believe how beautiful they are. These are so full and they're big and they're pretty. Like they just make my eyes look so pretty right now. Hydrating mist worked out really well. Love, love, love this. It smells so good. I really love the concealer under eye circles wear. I was really, really surprised with this because when it went on, it was very wet, but when it dried down, it felt very tightening, like it was tightening all of my pores. Very, very surprised with this. Now, the one thing that I was kind of disappointed in was the Huda Beauty Purple Haze eyeshadow palette. The matte shades didn't really blend out very well. The purple wasn't very pigmented. This color is a shimmer or something like that, but I applied it with my finger, applied it with a brush, and the only way that it would apply well was with a setting spray. And even then, it just kind of stuck in one spot. Only color that I actually really liked was the shade right here, and that's it. So I'm assuming that if I'm gonna like another shade, it's probably gonna be this guy right here. Now, it is a very stark contrast, in my opinion, to the Rose Quartz. That one was amazing. Like the matte shades did okay. The formula on the metallics and the shimmers are so much better in that one than in this one. Okay, guys, so that is it for me and trying on some random makeup that has been sitting around for a while. I hope that you guys enjoyed it, and if you did enjoy it, please give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel for beauty and lifestyle. If there's anything else you guys do want to see in the new year, please let me know. I do have a very stacked December with all of my videos that I'm going to try to get through. Let me know if you guys have any of these products and what you think of them. So anyways, that is it for me. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. I don't know if I can do this. Very simple